Hello everyone, we continue on the theory of quadratic equations. The last part of the theory of quadratic equation is the sum and the product of the roots of a quadratic equation. Let's consider the quadratic formula. From the quadratic formula, we have x equals minus b plus or minus square root b squared minus 4ac over 2a. Let's consider the positive part and call it the alpha equals minus b plus square root b squared minus 4ac over 2a. Or let's consider the negative now. Let's call that one beta equals minus b minus square root b squared minus 4ac over 2a. Let's compute the sum of the roots, which is alpha plus beta equals minus b plus square root b squared minus 4ac over 2a plus minus b minus square root b squared minus 4ac over 2a. If we simplify this further, we are going to get minus b plus square root b squared minus 4ac minus square root b squared minus 4ac over 2a. Then the positive and the negative cancel out to have minus 2b plus 0 over 2a, which will give you minus b over a. Let's compute for the product of the roots, which is alpha multiplied by beta. It will be minus b plus square root b squared minus 4ac over 2a multiplied by minus b minus square root b squared minus 4ac over 2a, which is going to give me minus b squared plus b square root b squared minus 4ac minus b square root b squared minus 4ac minus square root b squared minus 4ac all square over 2a squared. Then the positive and negative cancel out to have minus b squared minus square root b squared minus 4ac all square over 2a squared, which will be b squared minus b squared minus 4ac over 4a squared. Then it becomes 4ac over 4a squared equals c over a. In simple form, the sum of the roots alpha plus beta equals minus b over a, which is minus coefficients of x over coefficients of x squared, and the product of roots alpha beta equals c over a, which is constant term over coefficient of x squared. Therefore, we have x squared minus sum of roots x plus product of roots equals 0. Then we have x squared minus alpha plus beta x plus alpha beta equals 0, which is x squared minus b over ax plus c over a equals 0. Now, other combined roots, which is the sum of roots and product of roots, calculations are alpha minus beta equals square root alpha plus beta square minus 4 alpha beta. Alpha square plus beta square equals alpha plus beta square minus 2 alpha beta. 1 over alpha plus 1 over beta equals alpha plus beta over alpha beta. 1 over beta alpha multiplied by 1 over beta equals 1 over alpha beta. Continue on that. The next we have is alpha square minus beta square equals alpha plus beta square root alpha plus beta square minus 4 alpha beta. Alpha square beta square will be alpha beta square. Alpha cube plus beta cube will be alpha plus beta cube minus 3 alpha beta alpha plus beta. Beta over alpha plus alpha over beta will be alpha plus beta square minus 2 alpha beta over alpha beta. Alpha minus 1 beta minus 1 will be alpha beta plus 1 minus alpha plus beta. Then alpha over beta plus 1 plus beta over alpha plus 1 will be alpha plus beta square minus 2 alpha beta plus alpha plus beta over alpha beta plus 1 alpha plus. We're going to consider some examples. Our first example will be to find the quadratic equation whose sum of the roots is 4 and the product of the roots is minus 7. The general solution is x squared minus alpha plus beta x plus alpha beta equals 0. But we know that our alpha plus beta is 4 and our alpha beta is minus 7. When we plug these two values there, we have x squared minus 4x plus into bracket minus 7 equals 0. Then we have x squared minus 4x minus 7 equals 0. Our second example to find the quadratic equation whose sum of the root is minus 3 over 5 and the product of the root is minus 1 over 2. This means that our alpha plus beta is minus 3 over 5 and our alpha beta is minus 1 over 2. The general solution is x squared minus into bracket minus 3 over 5x plus minus 1 over 2 equals 0. When we simplify that further, we have 10x squared plus 6x minus 5 over 10 equals 0, and which will give us 10x squared plus 6x minus 5 equals 0. Our third example, if alpha beta are the root of the equation 2x squared minus 7x minus 3 equals 0, we want to find the value of 1 over alpha multiplied by 1 over beta. We know that from the equation given above, we have our a to be 2, b to be minus 7, and c to be minus 3. But 1 over alpha multiplied by 1 over beta is 1 over alpha beta, which means that our alpha beta is minus 3 over 2. Therefore, we have 1 over alpha beta to be 1 over minus 3 over 2, which will give us minus 2 over 3. You can try the following exercises. You want to write a quadratic equation whose roots are minus 3 and 7, 2 plus 3 root 2, and 2 minus 3 root 2, 2 over 3 and 5 over 6, minus 2 and minus 2, 3 minus 4i and 3 plus 4i. Then the B part, write a quadratic equation whose sum of the root is k plus 2 and product of the root is 6 minus k squared. Sum of the root is minus 3 over 5 and the product of the root is 0. Sum of the roots is k and the product of the roots is 3k squared. Sum of the roots is 2a squared minus 2 and the product of the root is a plus 7a squared. Sum of the root is 5 plus 6i and the product of the root is 5 minus 6i. If alpha and beta are the root of the equation 5x squared plus 25x plus 26 equals 0, we want to find beta squared over alpha plus alpha squared over beta, alpha minus 1, beta minus 1, alpha squared, beta minus alpha beta squared, and alpha cube plus beta cube. If you enjoyed this video, please click the like button and the subscribe button for more videos.